Hi everybody, I'm Kim Cook. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And today I'm going to show you a card that I kind of like and I think it's a little different. This is what I would like to show you today. And I'll bring it up here a little closer. This is the brand new Blended Seasons and Stitch Seasons framelits. It is the most amazing set I've ever seen. I think this is just stunning. It will be available to the public only during the month of August and only while supplies last. So if you don't get it right away, it might not still be here. So I'm going to show you a couple of things about it and then I'll show you how we're going to do the card. Okay, so the first thing is there's two boxes of stamps. You have a spring, summer, winter, and fall. It has this so cute flowers, leaves, and the little bit of wheat. Some lovely sentiments. And then here you have some Christmas, you have fall. I mean, it's everything. If you want one set to make something for every season, this is the one. And then the stitch framelits that go with it are just as beautiful. I am doing something that is not a season though today, as you saw. I'm going to do a wedding card. So, once again, this is the wedding card. It's pretty labor intensive, so I'm going to keep this quick. I've done bits and pieces, and I'm just going to show you the basics on it. Okay, so what we need for this is one 5.5 by 8.5 sheet of Whisper White. I'm going to score it in the center at 4 1/4 and then fold. Oh my goodness, I forgot my bone folder. Well, look, I'm going to use a block. Ta-da! Okay, so there's your base card. I'm going to set that aside. Then you need 4 inches by 5 1/4 sheets. Yeah, probably 3 of them. What you're going to do to start is you're going to take the 2 framelits that look like this. Okay, what's really neat about these new cutouts, they have the stitched on both sides, so you will get 2 versions that you can use. So what I'm going to do is, I'll show you. We're going to line that up, and then I'm going to use the second one. I'm going to line it up as well. So you have that. You're going to cut them out both at the same time. So you'll take this, put it into your Big Shot, and run it through, and you will come out with this. You're going to have 3 pieces actually. So if you can see, oops, this side, you can see how it is stitched around the outside, and then it is also stitched around the inside. I don't think they've ever done anything like this, and it's really cool. So the centerpiece, you're going to just take and put it aside. Save it for something else. Okay, so that's that done. We're going to set that aside. I like to do the sentiments right at the beginning. So one of the things I'm going to do is take this little piece, and I'm going to take Versamark ink. All right, now what I'd like to do on this is we're going to make it silver, so I'm going to emboss it. So let me get my stamp set. Let's see, we want this one, and I'm going to put wishing you all the best. We're going to take that out and put it on the block. Now the Versamark is clear. I'm going to put it slightly down towards the bottom and stamp it. Ooh, and I think I have some sound I better turn down here. Okay, I'm going to stamp it. I don't know if you can see it, but it is there. Then I would take my silver powder, and you're just going to dust it all over the whole thing, and then you would dust it off like this. Pour the excess back in here, and I'm going to save us time it's going to come out like this after you've heated it with your embossing tool. Okay, so now I'm going to take another piece. I'll push that aside. I'm going to take another piece here, and I'm going to get the bells. Okay, with the bell, I'm going to do the same thing with the Versamark. Versamark. I'm going to take this. I'm going to stamp. I would usually do two, but I'm just going to show you the one. Now, another thing that I want to do, and I know this isn't going to show, but if you use a blender pen and your Versamark ink, you can take the ink off of the pad and you can fill in this little area at the bottom so it comes out all silver. This is a neat trick. I don't remember where I saw it online somewhere, but I have used this so much since I found it out. So I'm going to do the bottom part and then the clapper on the bell. All right, and the same thing, you take your embossing powder, sprinkle it on, dust it off, heat it, and you will come out with the bells. This is the area here, if you can see, where I kind of filled in with the blender pen. So it filled it in. Now, as you can see, I cut those out with one of the pieces from the framelit that matches the bell. I'll show you. It is this one, but for speed's sake, I already did it. So you get two of those, and then you set them aside. This is the hardest part right here of the whole card that I'm going to show you now. Let's see. I took these two little framelit pieces. I'll hold one up. This is another cool thing that Stampin' Up! Is doing when they have two pieces that are identical instead of one. So it makes it a little faster when you're actually doing the cutting out. But I'm taking these and I'm going to randomly cut out about 24 of them on this whole paper. Okay, so when it's done, and that takes a little while, I know, but when it's done, it's going to come out like this. And now you have a little stencil on top of having the little pieces like this cut out. Okay, pretty cool, right? I thought that was neat. And the reason I have some Post-its on here is because I'm going to take a piece of vellum, and the vellum is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Okay, I'm going to put it down on the middle here, and the Post-its hold it in place, right? Now I'm going to take our stencil, as you can see I've already used it, and I'm going to place that over the top of the vellum, and that's going to hold that down. Now, depending on what color the wedding is, you could do pink, you could do blue, you could do lavender, yellow, it doesn't matter. I have picked Pool Party, and I'm going to use a brayer and ink it up, and I am going to run it over the top of the stencil with the vellum under it. This is going to leave a very light, pattern on the vellum. Okay, hopefully. You could do this with a dauber as well, but it would take probably a lot longer. Okay, I'm going to take a little peek and see if it's working, because we don't want it very heavy. Oh my goodness, there we go. There. Oh, perfect. It's very light, and that's what I wanted in this. I will hold this up so you can see it. Yeah, you can just barely me see it. I'll move this around a little. Yeah, you can see the pattern on it. Hey, Stacy, how are you? I'm glad you could join me tonight. Okay, so that part's done. Now, this, again, like I said, the hardest part, we cut out all those little pieces. We made this cool little stencil that you can keep and use again. So now we have the outside. Well, this is where it gets kind of busy. I already put on, for speed's sake again, most of the pieces, but I will show you here. As you can see, I've kind of randomly put them around. Does that show up? Yeah, I guess it does. I put them randomly around the sides. So I've got 3 left. I'm going to put those on. Now again, this set is only going to be available during the month of August. I might do some more, or on my blog have some pictures of some new cards. I love the fall season on this and the spring. I love the whole set. I don't think I've seen a set as pretty as this. And my glue doesn't want to come out. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can get this. It doesn't like me. Okay, I'll poke a hole and now we'll see if that works. All right, just because my fingers are so big, I like using tweezers. There it goes. I'm gonna just put a little bit of glue on the back of this. Okay, and then I'm gonna take it and put it randomly somewhere on here. Let's see, let's do it this way. Okay, and then we'll do the next one. So you can see this takes a little bit of time because, again, it's going all the way around that card. So probably not a beginner card, but then again, it could be easy enough for anybody to do. You'd be amazed what you can do when you try. Okay, one more. So, Stacy, you need to come over and craft with me, lady. So I hope that this one's a little more clear than my last video. It's really hot here in the Antelope Valley, and I've got a lot of fans going. But I told my 16-year-old son to not play on the video games while I'm doing this. As he makes a little comment in the background. Okay, well, I would probably put one more on there, but this is all I have for now. Then I am going to take my snips and I'm going to cut off the excess along the edge. As close as I can so it looks like it was cut at once. You know, I like to keep them neat. It's kind of a good idea to have some come off the edge because then it looks like the pattern is continuous. It's the same thing when you're stamping. It's a good idea to do that as well. It just makes it look more, I don't know, professional, cleaner, neater. I don't know. What would you say? Thank you. Okay. So now all the pieces still have glue on them, so they're sticking to my page. I'm going to scrape them off. Oh, there's another promotion. This is the best month in the world for promotions, let me tell you. They are doing a paper pumpkin promotion. Started on the 11th. Is that today? And it's going through the 10th of August. And if you are a new subscriber and you start your subscription, you will get 50% off on your first subscription, or your first paper pumpkin kit of August. It's It's a really great deal, and it's a lot of fun. I have a class once a month. We get together and, you know, just put them together and have some fun. Maybe have a little wine. I'd be good for that. Okay, so now let's say we've got this all finished. I'm going to put Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. Make sure the little pieces are gone. Okay, and I'm going to pull those off. Well, actually, I think I want to put this down first. I'm getting all out of my... Boy, I don't even know. My words aren't coming. Okay, well, that's me. We're going to put the vellum down first. So with the vellum, I like to use the little snot dots, or whatever you call these. So I'm going to put a couple of these along the outside. Again, my big fingers, I'm going to use my tweezers. Tweezers are the best thing since sliced bread. It makes it a lot easier. All right, and then we can take this off. Stacy, can you hear the music in the background? I was kind of hoping it would like block out some other noises. Oh my goodness, come on, there we go. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is put this down on the card. I'm gonna center it as best I can. Ooh, it's crooked, hold on. I have fans blowing, so everything keeps on moving. Okay, there we go. And it's hot, so I'm putting my hair up. Okay. Oops, that didn't come off. There we go. Okay, so now we have the vellum put down there first. Now we're gonna take the part that we just put the dimensionals on, and we're going to put that over the top, lining it up, and it should completely cover the vellum. Oh goodness, come on. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to take my sentiment and I'm going to center it and put it in the middle here. I'm gonna put snail tape on it. Okay, and then I'm going to center it in the middle. I don't want it to pop up though, I want it to lay flat. Okay, like that. And then I'm gonna get my bells that we did earlier, and I'm going to put a dimensional on the back of each bell. Take off the little paper. Ah, an ant. Where'd he come from? I have a visitor. Okay, then I'm going to put the two bells, one side by side. Let's do it down a little bit. Got my two bells on there. And then the last little bit that we're going to put on here is we're going to make a bow. So take about a, I don't know, how is this? An 8-inch, 9-inch piece of ribbon, just because it makes it easier. All right, I'm gonna see if I can do this where you can see. Okay, this is another really great trick. So you make two little loops, one over the other, and tie it in a knot. Bunny ears, just like you did shoes, right? Then you can adjust the size of the bow, pull it tight. Ta-da! I hope that was in focus enough that you can see. I'm going to cut the bottoms off a little bit here. Gonna use another little dot. A glue dot, that's it, not snot dot. Same difference. I'm gonna put it on the bow. Okay, and then I'm going to put it right here on the bottom. And there you have it. That's my card. I hope you like this one. Give it a try next month when you are able to get this beautiful set. And if I can help you with it, you have any questions about it, you want to learn more about it, please give me a call, Facebook me, check me out on YouTube, on Pinterest, on Instagram, my blog. I'm everywhere now. So thank you for showing up today, and I hope you enjoyed my card, and I will see you very soon. Have a great evening, everybody.